Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down by Trayvon.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they... And down he goes! is brought down, a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He'll fire the... It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 47 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 34, 49ers 14. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first.
Jacobs now running right through him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
At the 35.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 93 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes Richard on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On the give, this is their fullback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings
now a carry here for their fullback. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Josh Jacobs.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
In on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Las Vegas.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So remember now, they've had some problems with Assad here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi Stadium. Well, really any kicker for that matter. Yeah. Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man. Complete.
Woo! Give me some.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 72 yards. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
For San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Richard on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Mariota on 1st down. It's a screen to Richard. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. A Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Winds up and lets it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Gold for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Good. That will tie the game at 34. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 72 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Here's Mariota. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 46 yards on the play. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Jacobs, the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
This is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score, Raiders 42.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here.